Hello everybody, Skyrim here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Alright, still on the topic, of course, of the point of contention for some people in how they acquired their free copy, and some are still struggling, the Bloodflow gem. Let me show you here where the hell's mine at. There it is. Okay, that's the one I got, and I got it in the mail after I showed everything step by step in the video, the previous video for these kind of things. So go check that out if you're still unsure. Be sure, I'll just make a note of it here. Be sure to, I would honestly log out of everything first. Go to the Battle.net shop, get it there, claim it there on the Battle.net shop. That's where you have to get it from, and then relog everything all over again. Now, if your character logs directly into the game on your main character, I would go exit to character select screen, which is what I did in the video. Which is what I had to do in the video. And then, because I logged back into the game too quick after I claimed it, it sent me straight into the game. So I needed to go back to the character select screen, pick your main, go back in, and then you'll see it in an in-game mail. I think I did. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, I still have it. So that's what worked for me anyway. But just rehashing that real quick. Now, on to what I plan to do as a free-to-play. In regards to the Gem Surge event ongoing, because my crests, I burned so many in the last one that we had, I barely have enough to show anything for it this time around. However, there are some dates and times to keep in mind here. And let's go ahead and look at the event itself, which is the Sanguine Surge. Okay? We'll be getting weekly check-ins of 100 points, which is what I got so far. Okay? So then, in order to get at least, now that I have the one copy of Bloodflow, I can make this into a 3-star, which is probably what I'm going to do. I need to get at least one of these wound sigils of what they're called this time around. We went from polished jade to all kinds of jades, whatever else in the past, and now they're called wound sigils, which is ridiculous. It's the same icon being used, they just changed the wording. But anyway, so we need to get us to 700 points for one, so that's where my main goal is in this whole shebang this time around. My Steeping Bile that I have is already a 4 out of 5 star that I acquired forever ago off the market, back when it was still a thing. So there's that, so I don't really care. Mostly my focus is going to be on the shiny Bloodflow, of course. Now, to add to this and how everything's going to synergize, currently we have this going on for 40 days as of this recording. This is going on for a while, which is fortunate and a very, very good thing that this is so long, because that will help benefit those of you, of course, running crests consistently and buying them and so on and so forth. You should have, hopefully, but much better RNG luck. But again, gambling, gotchas at its finest in mobile games. It is what it is. So good luck still. But this also goes on all the way through August 6th. So there's plenty of time to hold off on burning crests right away. And I say hold off in this instance. Why? Well, I, for one, of course, am just going to continue to accumulate my legendary crests, and then almost towards the end of the event, I will probably run a bunch of them to maximize potential. Also, there will be a chance, and this is again another RNG chance. Mirror Jewels. Mirror Jewels. Now, I've saved the emails in the game on purpose from all the attempts that I made recently. And as you can see here, there we go. I got rid of the one from March. There was one in March. Then there was one in April. There was one in May. These ones, literally from April to May, are a month apart. All right, and then the most recent one we had is right here, 6/9. So a month, not even a month apart on that one, to the day after. I mean, granted, give or take a few days. Sometimes you can wait, and I could have timed it to where it might have been within the same time frame. But you get the idea here, hopefully, right? We should be able to get another Mirror Jewel if they're doing them monthly as per record that I saved here, which is great because these don't have expiration dates on them. I can keep track of this stuff in game with these. It makes it nice. So again, but don't hold your breath. You know, we know better than that by now to not expect them to do this, but this is pretty consistent as of late since March, April, May, and June. Okay, so we should be getting another one here at some point. So then I would do it's only a one and done run, and it's all about chance anyway. Obviously, take what you can get. However, with everything available at the same time frame, this will still be ongoing. The Gem Surge event itself will also still be ongoing. I would use that time to just stack everything together and maximize your potential for, getting all of this to synergize and all of this to count for points and get a better chance of getting this one. Oh, that's called Frigid Blood here, huh? Interesting. Oh, yeah, and the Phantom Market, of course, for those of you that want to participate in that as well. I think, is that up? That is up, isn't it? Actually, no, that one isn't currently up from what I can see here. I try looking around in the shops and whatever else, and usually they put it over here as well. We didn't get our free draw. We didn't get our first free draw on it yet either. So yeah, this isn't even in effect yet. So another reason to hold off, honestly, unless you're absolutely impatient and just want you have money to burn, apparently. That too, and just have to have everything like right now and you can't wait. I'm sorry, but I would suggest holding off just a little bit. But yeah, so we'll get the Phantom Market coming up as well, yet again, with the Mathiel skin cosmetic. And so, yeah, make the most of all of this. Like I said, time it out, however works best for you, obviously. I would definitely suggest holding off just a little bit if you can. One more time, if you can, that is. Not so much a big deal. And I'm just going to touch on the current event right as I wrap things up here. Alia Blood is now active as of today. I ran just enough to obviously get the meager pile of gems, a whole whopping 6. That's not so much of a pile as a handful. A pile. You can't make a pile out of 6 gems unless you squeeze your hand together real quick. And then, like I said, that's a handful, not a pile. Anyway, but yeah, I could care less about this. It's only one more mystery legendary item for 8 matches. And you think, like, well, we have the new essences released. Yeah, that's great and all. In running dungeons so far, I've randomly gotten 2 very, very early. I'm surprised. So I have 2 out of the 6 new essences so far. I'm going to continue the grind, obviously, per usual. And some various other things. So, anyway. There were some that wanted to ask about the helmets. I'll show this real quick at the tail end. I was going to save that for a separate video, which I still might anyway, and then I'll talk about that with some other things again. But real quick, some were wondering why you weren't able to see like the legendary helmets. Well, you have to be over 900 Paragon, as somebody had chimed in on the comments for one. Goodbye. You will get a quest to pop up saying talk to Charcy. It will lead you over here. And then you will go into item crafting, and it will show you ancient and legendary helmets right here, and this is where they all show up. Okay. And, yeah. And I've also seen elsewhere, real quick, wrapping this thing up. I know I want to save this for another video. I saw this in a Discord. Somebody did get one on a drop, which is extremely, I can't emphasize that enough. Extremely rare. But they did manage to get one, which is absolutely ridiculous and atrocious. There's some other stats I'm going to show about these things in another video when I cover all this stuff in more detail.
Goodbye.
So, anyway, there you go. That's a brief touch on that for now. I will follow that up again with some more here soon. So anyway, until next time, everybody, stay safe out there in the real world, and fire as always, take care of yourselves as best you can. One day at a time. It's all we can do. Please stay safe across the globe with all the ongoings, of course, of the nastiness and humanity. Until next time, see ya.